close a few times. I can't really remember. No, well, you're going to be let go. I mean, Cleveland, we knew we were all being let go because they were changing ownership in the middle of it, but the players played hard, so these guys have been good. I think the off week came at the right time, and we got practice a little bit with them, got more time. Not we were really tight with the time, We took the time and get more time with those guys, sit down. I thought and then we gave them a few days off, and they've come back in a really good mindset.
So how's this been for you the last 3 weeks or so, and how much more comfortable do you feel at this moment than maybe the Tuesday before the Oklahoma game when things were pretty new?
I don't know. That just kind of, you go by you don't look back. You just go to the next day, and we didn't play very well against Oklahoma. Credit to them, and we cleaned up some of those things in that couple of days of practice we had, and the walkthrough especially. And so, talking with all the coaches on offense, they said everybody's been good. We practiced good the last 2 days, and we'll clean up a couple things. Made some mistakes on a couple of new things, but yeah, they've been solid all the way through.
You've been talking about wants to slow it down a little bit longer. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, I mean, whatever we need to do, win. It's kind of dictated by the game. Oklahoma wasn't going to help slowing it down. So, it's like, at what point are you in the game? So.
Can you detail it a little bit when you talk about the off week coming at the right time? Obviously, you get rest mentally, physically. But what did you see from your guys specifically that makes you think that was well timed?
Yeah, just you get to spend a little more time that's not all football, and at least, with the quarterbacks, and I think everybody did, so just as we talked, tell the guy just, it's not about football, about some other stuff, and it was really good, and in a time off, they came back Sunday, and we did a little something with them, and they were great, and had energy, and they've been good these 2 days.
I didn't hear you. Did you say it wouldn't have helped to slow it down against Oklahoma, you don't think?
Yeah, I mean, we did in a sense. It was 35, it was 42. We fumbled the ball the first play of the second half. So at that point, you just go, hey, so, you got to make some plays on both sides, make more plays on offense. And first game, we were very poor on third down. There was a communication issue with some of the things that way, which was good to get that stuff cleaned up.
What's your progress report
On your QB so far, obviously Casey primarily, but Chuba got in there against OU. What have you thought about that position today?
Yeah, no, Casey's the starter. Casey's played good, taking care of the ball. Missed a couple things came out in the second half, threw it pretty good, then we fumbled it, but and Chuba's had good work. He's had good work. It was good to see him. We were going to get him in anyways, I thought, at a certain point, and he showed some things, made a couple of mistakes, was late on a throw, and missed a go ball, but has had a good week last week, and where we kind of gave them more reps, some of the younger guys that way, Chuba especially.
You got some changing parts on the O-line, too, with some injuries. Was that bye week useful in that regard, helping let Piper, I guess, at left guard?
Yeah, I mean, he got some time in there. It was more Teddy. Teddy was, we knew Teddy was out at Oklahoma, and then Kevin got nicked in that, but Pipe had been playing both all year, so he's been good. Now you're a little bit more thin. You don't want to, we've worked the other guys, so don't really want to go there yet.
What's going to happen with the O-line? What would you like to see as far as stepping it up a notch, or is there something that's missing so far?
Just the communication part, and that was more protection than it was the other stuff. That was the issue against Oklahoma. They gave us which they didn't give us the things we didn't think, but they do a lot of things, and probably Indiana will probably do the same thing. So we prepared for it, but everybody has something new for us.
You talk about the communication. You talk about lack of communication or miscommunication. What is?
Yeah, between the O-line and the quarterback and the running backs in a protection game. Yeah, in a protection game.
Is that the primary driver behind 11 sacks given up in the first 4 games?
Yeah, I don't think Casey ran into one. We had 4 last week, and that was all communication. It wasn't like the guy got beat physically. It was communication where we're sliding the line, and that just comes with time. It takes time, and we worked hard on it this past week.
How when you
talk about the tempo. How much can you as a play caller vary that? Like, do you measure how quickly you're going? Is that a feel thing? Can you go back?
Yeah, it's
and
more
study how
of a
fast?
feel thing and where you're at in the game. I mean, it's like, hey, you're trying to win the game, but I've been in a long time. There's certain points you sometimes throw the white flag up, and that's what we did at Oklahoma. Get Chubb in there, and they backed off, put Davis in, and a certain point, because you got a long season. It's not like the championship game that way. So we worked some other guys in there.
How much of a loss is it to not have AJ, what he was giving you growing into, and where do you see that position evolving? And again, Urban.
Yeah,
stepped
Gabe
up.
went in and did a nice job, and Jacques did a couple good things, but I thought Gabe stepped up, and he'd been banged up a little bit, but in practice, and that just one of those things that's going to happen in football. See it around the country, and AJ was coming on, and I think was having a good game, and so we just go to the next guys up. So.
What kind of future in this sport do you see for AJ?
Well, he's got
what do you think
Yeah, I mean, he showed enough that we were playing him as a freshman, as a true freshman, and he wouldn't get as many reps as AG, but as I said, the next guy's up. Really good kid. I think in the 4 games he matured a lot from that first game, and especially in a protection game. So, he's got a bright future.
How would you assess, just the overall offensive performance over 4 games? Obviously, you won 3, and the offense contributes to that. But I mean, do you feel like it's been better than average?
I just we have a bad taste in our mouth from last week or 2 weeks ago. I mean, it's still there. You like to win on a bye week, so it stays with you a little bit longer on a bye week, so it still has. But we went back and self-scouted, and we've done some really good things, some certain plays that have been good to us. Some other ones that had been pretty good at Pittsburgh haven't been as good. I've taken those out and done some other, added a couple things that way. So it's more about the quarterback and the guys around you and how they feel on certain stuff. So getting those guys a little more comfortable.
Which plays have you guys been good on that you really liked, and which ones did you?
Well, the ones that scored touchdowns were pretty good, so those are still there.
Have you liked how the unbalanced line stuff is working?
It's been all right. It was good for us against Oklahoma, and then we went away from it. It creates some you have some issues with it because you're not sure what you're going to get on offense, but and we try to affect the blitz game, but it was all right for us in the second quarter there for a while for Oklahoma, during Oklahoma, and off and on during some things.
Where you guys at with that tight end group? Is Benoni getting any more practice?
He's running around pretty good, but he's not practicing. He's practicing without shoulder pads and helmets, and I don't know where that is. The doctor, I don't know whether you go. We have this 3 weeks and a bye week, and just thinking on Tom, maybe he gets in. I'm not sure. I haven't talked to the doctor where he's at, but he's running around on air and doing things in drill work that way. And all the other guys are healthy now. The week off helped all those guys.
Mark, how do you describe your relationship with Joseph, and how has it changed over the past 17 years?
Well, great. I told him he's got to move his stuff out of the locker room so we could make fun of him when he's not there. No, he's been great. He's brought energy, and he's a great person, and we've talked a lot. Him and I together on certain things that have helped me when I was the head coach, and I've seen some things, and he's incorporated. But he's being himself, and that's what I told him. Just don't try to be, your brother or Coach Osborne or something. Just be yourself, and the guys react, and they have on both sides of the ball, and. So I appreciate the fact that he trusts me on some of the thoughts that way, and so we're talking all the time, and we still have some laughs. You got to keep it, no matter what. So that part's really good, and as I said, I think you'll see a change. I think it's hard to change in one week, but the time that time you have a little bit more time. I'm sure he's dealt with the players a lot more, one-on-ones that you didn't have time before the Oklahoma, the whole thing that way. So,
you've been a part of a lot of winning and losing teams. Is there something you see in this team that tells you this season still?
Yeah, I like these kids. It's a great place. Nebraska people are great. I don't go out much, but a couple of neighbors still waved at me the other day, so I guess we're all right. But we got good kids, really good kids. It's just like, I've seen this thing can turn. It might turn this week, maybe the next week, but I haven't seen a lack of effort. I've seen the guys stay together. Honestly, discipline-wise, we've been probably, I know on offense, there's one guy that I got on today, but out of the 60, 70, the guys are class schedules, all those things that way, doing all the things the right way. So, they want to win as much as anybody, and we got to play a little bit better and execute, and I got to coach better. And so I said it's great to come here in the morning and see the guys that way, and really good kids.